Hello, my friends, and welcome to my garden. I am officially obsessed. I've been gardening since I was 2, and ever since I saw that you could put a little seed in the ground, cover it up with some soil, and get something out of it, like a radish, a carrot, I was just transfixed. I used to plant little radish seeds in my front yard and carrot seeds in the side yard, and wouldn't get much. It would be littler than my tiny little pinky finger, but man, that was exciting. And ever since, every house I've lived in, rental or owned, I just can't help myself. And having settled down in this house, I am letting loose. I'm going for it, and I'm creating my garden fantasy, and it's so much fun. What we're doing today is I'm just taking you on a little adventure in my garden. We're making a bouquet, actually a vase arrangement for my front porch, and we're just going to chat about being authentic, because that is what gardening helps me do. It reminds me that without diversity, the garden would be really boring. All these flowers look different from each other, unless they're the same species, but even then, I'm sure the bees can tell them apart. Variety is what adds interest. It's what makes us so excited. Everything smells differently. It looks differently. It's different shades of green, and purple, and pink. I love it so much. I would never want everything to be just the same. And it can take a lot of courage to do this as a human, to just be yourself, to show up as you are, to be as big as you want, as small as you want, as bright and bold as you want, as neutral as you want. Because we're always sort of comparing, even if we're not a real comparison person. Like I'm not out there comparing myself all the time to others, but we see what's going on around us. We notice how strongly people want love and affection and attention, and how we're willing to sort of bend ourselves in a way that we think will get those things. We probably do it with our partners, with our children, our bosses, if we have one, our friends. We just want to be more palatable. We want to be more exciting to the people around us. We want to impress people, even if that's not our core drive. But these flowers, man, they are just showing up for themselves. They are fulfilling their purpose, right? They're expressing their DNA without question. And I love that. I love that example. And the more I surround myself with my garden and just really spend all my time out there, the more relaxed I am, the more at ease I am, because everyone's just doing their own thing, right? Every bug's doing its own thing, and every flower, every snow pea, every carrot is doing its own thing. And that is very refreshing. And this can help us unfurl in new ways. So the energy of the planet is changing, and there's more and more access to the 5th dimension. There's more and more access to well-being if you're on that path. Right? You can choose to focus on what's going wrong in the world. That's definitely an option. But if you choose well-being, then it's going to be easier and easier to do you. And so that's when you got to ask yourself, what am I? What do I want? And I think at first it's usually a feeling, right? Oh, well, I want peace. I want ease. I want relaxation. I want creativity. I want love. right? We know those things. Then the specifics can come, like today when I saw that Shaka Khan did a tiny desk concert for NPR. I was just floored and immediately listened, immediately almost started crying because she's so moving. Yeah, I want more of that. I want more music, more art, more expression. She is so masterful, and that doesn't change when you age. That doesn't just go away. It's who she is. It is her expression of authenticity. And I've always been attracted to that. What is my greatness? What is your greatness? What do you have to add to this tapestry of the world? Like all of these flowers, right? They're so beautiful. They barely need arranging, right? The bucket that I got together is beautiful enough. They don't need to be messed with. The bush behind the deck here is beautiful enough. It doesn't need to be cut and arranged, but it's just fun to do so. So what is your, I just like doing it. I just like having fun with it. I just like showing off this part of me. What is that? What excites you? What are you curious about? What have people told you you are masterful at? I asked my partner yesterday if he felt like his talent or his passion came first for software engineering, because it's something he always knew he wanted to do from a very, very young child. And he's been really, really good at it, very talented. He's very high up in his field, the highest you can go, actually. So he said it was definitely the passion, but the talent was there too. And I asked him if it was kind of like love at first sight. And he said yes. So is there anything that you've been love at first sight? Like for me, absolutely gardening. And not just because it's gardening, but because it's connected to consciousness. It's connected to all that we are. Like that's what I feel when I'm gardening. I feel like this is what, if there was a God, this is what God intended me to do. God intended me to play with beautiful things and take care of them and smell them and cultivate them and plant them and move them and love them, I mean, there's more too. I feel absolutely electric when I am writing. I love to write. Is there anything like that for you? Are you love at first sight with anything? Are you passionate? Are you into anything? Are you into yourself? When do you feel the best? When do you feel the least self-conscious? That's a good way to go, right? Because when you feel the least self-conscious, you're probably in the flow, right? You're probably focused on what you're doing and not on how you should be doing better. Right now, I'm listening to an excellent song by LCD Sound System. And so that Shaka Khan video that I listened to earlier prompted me to listen to more music that I like. And so I'm just stacking my day with things that feel good. Flowers, gardening, pruning, color, music, arranging, expression, making a video, which is also something I love. Gosh, those lavender flowers, that's veranda lavender rose. It's also what you can see behind the deck there. My absolute favorite rose of all time. And it doesn't even really smell, but it's just the perfect little rosette, isn't it? And it just produces these clumps of roses, and it blooms like this for so long. It's incredible. It loves its life right there too. So the good news is, if you're feeling right now like, I don't know what to do, I don't know what I'm good at, I don't know what I want, I don't want to make a job out of anything, I don't want any pressure, I just want to relax. That is great. because your higher self is always relaxed. It's never making a job out of anything. It's always on your side. It's always hooking you up with what you want. And that, my friend, is the beauty of being multidimensional. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed my garden adventure and arranging the space with me. And if you want to go on any more, just let me know because I'd love to take you around. Lots and lots of love.